Hi, I'm Josh Dixon. I'm with Agri Financial Services, and I want to talk with you guys today about the CGB referral program. I probably would start out talking with some of our CGB partners. So Heidi, I would ask you, in diversified services, what's the most important thing that you try to do for your clients?
I try to make sure that I follow up.
What do they get insurance for?
Oh, for their crops.
To protect themselves, right? To mitigate risk, right? Lori, when you're working in the grain, what are the customers trying to do? What's the ultimate thing you're trying to do for your clients?
Get them the best price for their grain.
Make them some money, right?
Yeah.
So they can grow, correct? All right. Travis, when you go to work every day, there's plenty of reasons why you go to work, but why do you go to work every day and it happens every other Friday? Why do you go to work?
Bring home the bacon, buddy.
That's right, because you want to show me the money, right? That's right. So, as Jerry Maguire would say, we're going to show you the money in a way that you've never known possible before. With our referral program, for any of your customers that you could refer to us, we're going to pay you 0.25% for the entire loan volume of that loan that we close. Our average loan size is $1 million. That's $2,500 that goes into your pocket. As soon as the loan closes, you're going to get a nice little email from us, and it's going to say, please pay $2,500 to Heidi for her referral. It's that simple. And all you got to do is give us a name and give us a number. But we're also going to help each and every one of you by being good partners with the CGB family, because we're going to help them mitigate risk because we have long-term fixed rates. And we're also going to help them make more money and improve their cash flow because we can do longer amortizations, just like the main objective you're trying to do with your clients. But at the end of the day, we're also going to put more money in your pocket. So we literally have 4 of these referrals that we've done this year. And a lot of people that we go up to, they don't even know that we have it. I didn't even know it was there. But what's so important about this, it's not just about the money, but we want to show how strong we can be as an organization by being able to sink our teeth into our client. Look at my shoes. My shoes, not only do I rock Kentucky Blue, but what brand are they? They're Nike, right? My socks, what brand are my socks?
Nike.
They're Nike. What brand is my book bag? Nike. So if I go to buy an athletic t-shirt, what brand am I probably going to buy? Nike. So if we've got crop insurance with CGB, and we've got your grain originations from CGB, and now my lender is CGB, then we can sink our teeth into these clients, and we can show them how committed we are to them to help them grow. And we can also put money in your pocket. And you're asking me, is this real? I have something, it's not an oldie, but a goodie. It is a brand new picture that I have that I will show you. It's so big, it's taking time for it to pop up. And it also took time because it froze. It's so big that I need Aaron to put the password in because this check is so large. And so what we had was our CGB grain partner, Kathy Post in St. Louis, gave us a referral for a $4 million client. Larry Eversole, who's one of our RSOs, was the one who did the job, and she got paid $10,000 last Friday by successfully giving this guy a loan at 3.5% fixed for 20 years, and we beat the local farm credit. Who wants to be next? Boom, done.
Bam.
I knew you were writing a book there. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to have to do here?
I don't know
was trying to make it as clear as possible, but, you know, with all your talk of macros and your Snapchats of all your fitness plans, we had to do something that would play your character for sure. How'd it go?
Well,
Good. Do you feel better about your movement?
yeah, I mean, I think I had good movement the last time. This was the issue because it didn't pop up, so I tried to play that off a little bit. I used some of Dave's advice.
You did a good job.
Yeah, did a very
You
good
did a really
job.
nice job
Yeah.
about living.
Because of that, but you know, I mean, it helps. I've already done it once, so that does make it a lot easier. And then, you know, when you know the product, you know where it is. You don't have a lot of fillers. So
Here's a suggestion for doing that. Do a PowerPoint, have one totally black slide, and then have your second slide be a picture, and that way everything's
just-
up. You just have a black screen. You click
That's what I thought
the
too.
forward slide.
Yeah.
I mean, you did a very good job ad-libbing.
That's really good.
And
Yeah.
it didn't downplay this time, but that would be like a fail-safe.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, and that way.
Especially since you're running into it twice.
that's what. So I added the props today because
I thought the
of
branding
that.
idea
So
was really good.
It was really good.
It's a great message.
And there's such a natural salesmanship about you that we may not even notice it because it's so clever. The way that you address people in the group in terms of knowing that Heidi was with Diversified, knowing that Lori was with Grain, knowing that each person in the room, it shows that you're not just up here to speak at me, but you know your audience and you're going to absolutely appeal to each one of them, that you are knowledgeable of that and know who they are. I think a lot of times, you know, it's always about what we're saying, what we're presenting, and we forget it's all about what they're getting out there. And you gave them you connected with them and told them what they needed to hear. You want money? Well, I know what you do, and I'm telling you there's an easy way to get money, but you've got to listen to what I'm saying. And completely sold them that way. Great movement, great tone. I didn't sense very many filler words throughout the process. I really liked your close in terms of by sinking your teeth into the referral process. It's going to by sinking all the different units into CGB, that you'll be able to maximize your personal profit. And then of course, who wants to be the next person is a great way to, who's going to say no to money? No one ever. So always using a question that's a no-brainer, I think is always really good, because then everybody's sitting there themselves, why would I not do this? And then you just sold it overall. So very good. And then you did play off the technology really well, but if that's not, if you don't have Josh's ability to ad-lib, or you just don't want that to happen, it just shows, he and I talked about it beforehand, and it was, can you have your laptop here? And then you just see that unless you know that it's fail-safe and there's nothing that's gonna happen, and that moment happens, and we're not in a forgiving group like this, it's like, okay, what's this punk trying to accomplish here? And so it's just so critical that it's not just, okay, I've got the right dongle, I've got my laptop. It's, I have run through this and I know it's not going to fail me. So, but very good job, excellent. Anything else, Randy?
Hold your card up, will you? You sat down like 3 seconds in. You have a good, strong, firm voice of authority, I call it. That's gonna work for you all day long. Don't ever lose it. You killed the knockdowns in like a minute. Boom, nice job. I have a question, just teaching tip for all of us, Lori, Heidi, Travis. Did you know he was coming to you with a question? No. You used safe questions, so they knew the answer and played well. But something we can do, potentially, is if you want to make sure someone's going to get the question you want or get the answer you want, is ahead of time I could set that up. Hey, Dave, will you do me a favor? I'm going up here. I'm going to talk about loans, but I'm going to come to you. I'm going to ask if anybody has questions, or I'm going to come to you and ask you a question. And in fact, I want you to give me this answer. Okay? Like, you could set that up ahead of time, and then to the audience thinks, man, that just worked beautifully. And so it still worked beautifully for you. I've seen it where somebody asks a question, though, and the person doesn't give the answer they were hoping for. So we could set it up ahead of time, and then
that actually happened yesterday.
Oh, all right.
Because I was trying to get someone said, you don't. Now, it was Mark.
Yeah.
He said, you don't stay married 42 years without bringing home the bacon. Is what I said. You got to bring home he said, the love. And so it just, it kind of spiraled downward, and upward in a way, because everyone was laughing off of it. But then I had to settle the crowd down, mostly Dave. But then it just kept on going. But
You
so
look like a quarterback yesterday with a stadium. You're like,
yeah, I was like, that was my Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you, Randy, because I thought about that as well, because the answers were so well played. So when you're thinking to yourself in prep, am I gonna ask questions during this? Am I gonna engage? We call it shilling the audience. So say to yourself, if I'm gonna ask questions, I'm going to shill Lori, I'm going to shill Heidi, shill Travis, to make sure that part of my first is having those discussions with them. Thank you, Randy, for that. That was really helpful. All right, good stuff. Thank you so much. Give 'em one.